The Arizona Pickleball League, presented by Jigsaw Health. Welcome to Tuesday Night Pickleball at the Orchard.
Welcome to the Jigsaw Health pregame show here at the Orchard at Jigsaw Health. I'm Taylor Ahrens, and I'm so excited to be here tonight as the voice of Arizona Pickleball. And alongside me is Peoria Python, Michael Lloyd. How are you feeling today?
Feeling great. Ready to do it.
Well, I'm excited you're here. It's going to be a great night. It's the Gilbert Gladiators versus the Tempe Tornadoes. This will be the first time these two teams go against each other. So the Gladiators are 1-1 and the Tornadoes are 2-0. So on paper, it seems like the Tornadoes have the advantage, but you never know what will happen on Tuesday Night Pickleball. So Michael, what can you tell me since you've played the Gladiators?
Well, first off, they've got a new player since I played them last. Ashley is their newest member. But yeah, everybody else I've already played with. Played a lot of rec with a lot of them throughout Arizona. But yeah, Chris Headings, one of the most solid guys in Arizona Pickleball. He's going to make a lot of balls, tons of good decisions. He's going to be a leader for his squad. Stephanie Vlad, she's really, really talented, great tennis background. She's got probably the nastiest, fastest backhand in the Arizona Pickleball League, so she's going to be one to watch. And then Michael Hartnagel, first off, great name, so got to give him a shout out for that. But second off is he's just a crazy athlete, gets to everything. Even if you think you put it away, he's probably going to make the next 3 balls. And then Ashley, she's actually probably my X factor for tonight. She's really, really solid player. Crazy long, probably has the best reach out of not just the girls, but also the guys in the league. She's a crazy athlete, fast hands, and just a ton of offense. So yeah.
And like we said, we haven't seen the Gladiators in a little bit, but last time they were victorious. And now let's take a deeper dive in the Tornadoes. Look at their lineup here. We have Cimarron Gonzalez, the captain, Kyle Kazuda, and Dana Rogas, and Craig Johnson. So last time they were here was a couple weeks ago, and they came out on top. So we are going to see who comes out a winner tonight. So we're going to put those paddles up, clap it up, and give it up for Tuesday Night Pickleball. And the atmosphere tonight is out of this world. Everyone is showing up. It's going to be a great time. What are you looking forward to most tonight, Michael?
Man, just a good matchup, like I said. We've got Gilbert Gladiators 1-1. They've got something to prove. Tempe wants to stay on top, so they'll be looking to, kind of keep their hold on the league.
How important is this game tonight?
Crazy important. Tempe, like I said, they're 2-0. They're trying to stay ahead of the Python, so they really need to make sure that they secure this win. Gilbert still, they've got to secure a playoff spot, so this is just as important to them, and it'll be fun to see kind of who can come on top at the end.
Exactly. We're getting closer to playoffs. Now let's look at our players. Starting with the Gladiators, we have the captain, Chris Headings. He started playing pickleball in 2019, and he has a sports background of wrestling and volleyball. And I know he was battling a right hamstring injury, but I got to talk to him before the game, and he said he tweaked the right one, then that one recovered, then he tweaked the left, but he's doing okay now. Actually, his son is a PT. How handy is that? So it's going to be a great game. Can you tell me a little bit more about Chris and what to look out for?
Yeah, crazy fast hands. He's a hard guy to attack, so if you're going to come at him, you need to make sure that you pick a good spot. But like I mentioned earlier, he's going to be super solid and going to be somebody that Gilbert can rely on.
Fast hands, and he is a wealth of knowledge and a great leader for the team. So now let's look at our next player on the Gladiators. We have Stephanie Vlad. She started playing pickleball in 2020 and has a background in tennis. Played at ASU, and she has the nickname of Gladiator and a killer two-handed backhand. So what makes her backhand so special?
I think it's a lot of that tennis background. She does a really good job of kind of stepping back, getting her momentum behind her, and then really steps into it afterwards. So she's got a lot of pop and a lot of power behind it.
A lot of power, a lot of pop. I like it. So we are going to our next player here on the Gladiators. We have Michael Hartnagel, like you said, Michael, the name in itself. He started playing pickleball in 2020, and he grew up playing tennis and baseball and pursued baseball in college at Butler and did 1 year of pro baseball in Chicago in the Frontier League. And he is consistent, got a good drive, good drop. So can you tell me about his baseball background and how it'll help him and translate to pickleball?
Yeah, I've talked to Michael a little bit about that, actually. I'm pretty sure he was an infielder. Specifically, I think he was a shortstop, so a lot of times, you're having to react quickly, get down low, and make fast decisions, and Michael does a good job of doing that over in pickleball as well.
A lot to look out for. And we're going to move on to our last team member in the Gladiators. It's Ashley Candelaria. She is a great person. I got to talk to her a lot today, and I learned that she has an insurance agency and is a mom to a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. She started playing pickleball in 2020. She's the new girl on the block. She just recently joined the team. She's from Australia. She came to Arizona to play tennis at ASU, has a good forehand, and also she's 6'1". That's insane. So can you tell me how her wingspan is an advantage and how that'll help her out?
Yeah, absolutely. So with Ashley's wingspan, she's able to kind of reach into the kitchen, take a lot more balls out of the air than not just most girls, but most guys as well. So with that, she's not forced to just dink the ball back, but she's able to actually create some offense and speed up at her opponents a lot better than a lot of other people would be able to have had a shorter wingspan.
Definitely seems like an advantage. All right, we're going to move on to the Tempe Tornadoes, starting with our captain, Cimarron Gonzalez, born in New Mexico, and now she resides in Surprise, Arizona. She started playing pickleball in 2015. She has a full-time job in medical billing, and I know her style in general is unorthodox. She's a lefty. So can you explain to everyone what makes her play so unique and why it's so-called awkward?
Yeah, so she doesn't have the traditional tennis background. So a lot of times with tennis players, we like to really keep our hands out in front and out away from our body. Cimarron's not the same. So she'll actually tuck a lot of her shots into her body, gives her a lot of deception. She's able to hide the ball really well, and that's kind of what gives her that awkward, unorthodox look.
It'll be exciting to see tonight. So next up, we have Kyle Kazuda. He is look at that, just look at that, it tells it all. He is a great guy. He grew up in Niceville, Florida, and he's also a content creator. He has a big Instagram following and is on YouTube, and he has the game to back it up. He started playing pickleball in 2020 and has a former background as a basketball player and played college ball. So he told me his biggest struggle was keeping score, which apparently he still doesn't know how to. He has his teammates telling him what to do. So despite that, he seems like a great teammate. So can you tell me what makes him so special and a great teammate?
Yeah, absolutely. I have actually probably spent the most time on court with Kyle than anybody else. We played a lot of pro tournaments together. It's really just his energy. He's always positive, always kind of keeping you up. He's always cracking the perfect joke at the right time, and he's just fun to be around. So that's what makes him so great to me.
Great energy, makes a great partner. So next up on the lineup for Tempe is Dana Rogest. She's been playing awesome. She's living here, but I know she spent some time back in Idaho and grew up in Alaska. She grew up playing competitive hockey and did a year of college tennis. I hear she's a die-hard Washington football fan and started playing pickleball in 2020, so only has been playing for 3 years or so. So Michael, do you think she will toss up the tornado tonight?
Absolutely. I think we're probably going to see about 4 to 5 of those signature tornado celebrations from Dana.
Well, I'm excited to see it. I hear it is definitely a sight to see, and I know the crowd likes it too. So last up we have Craig Johnson. He is local here and resides in Mesa, Arizona. He has a unique job. He runs tanning salons, and I got to talk to him a little bit beforehand, and I was like, I think I maybe have gone to your salon before. So that was pretty cool. He is also from Red Mountain High School. That's where he went to high school and spent a little bit of time playing tennis, and he did it in college. And his whole family are pickleball players, his wife, his kids. So that's so unique. So what do you like about Craig's style?
He's really aggressive. Craig likes to drive a lot of those thirds and look for as many offensive opportunities as possible. So I can definitely appreciate that. A lot of similar characteristics in my own game, and I think he's fun to watch.
Fun to watch and just a great guy in general. So we are about to wrap things up here on the pregame, and just as a reminder to subscribe to Patreon, we encourage you to sign up. We will have a free preview here, but it will run out after the first quarter. So please go on to watch tonight's episode. You have to go to watchtmp.com and become a patron. You don't want to miss out because it will expire after the first quarter. So we are gonna get started here soon. We're just getting started, and we will be right back after this break.
Tuesday Night Pickleball is brought to you by Jigsaw Health. It's fun to feel good. Fat Tire, the official beer of Tuesday Night Pickleball. Onyx Durafast 40, the official ball of the Orchard. Pickle Roll, just say no to cracks.
My name is Ashley Candelaria, and I started playing pickleball in 2020. Growing up, I played tennis. I started when I was 9 and played in the Aussie Open Juniors. I came to the US to play tennis at ASU back in 2007 and been here ever since. My biggest struggle playing pickleball, coming from a tennis background, was I thought I was still playing tennis. In the beginning, there was not a lot of dinking. Not sure there's still much dinking, but it's definitely improved. My play style is described as a banger. Banger, should say it more American, so people know what I'm saying. My name is Ashley Candelaria, and I play for the Gilbert Gladiators.
My name is Chris Headings. I started playing pickleball in February of 2019. I found pickleball because my best friend and I went to an old folks community center and rented some paddles and started playing what I thought was called paddleball. My sports background helped me wrestling because it makes you accountable. Can't blame it on anybody else. And then volleyball, I think, is the sport that transitions the best to pickleball that most people don't actually analyze enough. You have to play good defense, court awareness, spacing, all those things are very similar. When I first started playing pickleball, my biggest struggle was walking and breathing. And I was extremely out of shape. Pickleball got me in shape. I lost like 45 pounds right away. Still on that journey right now. I like being on camera. However, the camera adds 10 pounds, and I think that I have 4 cameras on me right now. My name is Chris Headings, and I play for the Gilbert Gladiators.
My name is Stephanie Vlad, and I started playing pickleball in 2020. When I first started playing pickleball, my biggest struggle was learning the game. I think coming from a tennis background, learning that happy medium of dinking when I needed to dink and learning when I could actually drive the ball. People would describe my play style as a little bit annoying. I speed up at weird times, love driving my backhand, but I can stay all day at the kitchen line and dink. Sometimes I make shots that I have no business getting to and making, so it's just frustrating to play me. My nickname is the Gladiator. My name is Stephanie Vlad, and I play for the Gilbert Gladiators.
My name is Michael Hartnagel. I started playing pickleball in late 2020, I believe. It was kind of born out of COVID, just like most people. Growing up, I played tennis and baseball in high school. I moved on to college baseball at Butler University, and then played a year of professional baseball up in Chicago in the Frontier League. For me, I think baseball has been kind of a huge pivotal point. When I get on defense, I can kind of get in that ready position like I did for baseball, move laterally and pick a lot of balls on defense. My play style is described as, I would say, like an aggressive, fun. I still like to be pretty aggressive at the net, have a fast-paced game, but I do also like to have fun. You'll see maybe some tweeners or some behind the backs. I like to play tricky. Sometimes maybe that can get me into a little bit of trouble, but I just like having fun out in the court and enjoying it. My name is Michael Hartnagel, and I play for the Gilbert Gladiators.
My name's Kyle Kazuda, and I started playing pickleball in 2020. My sport background is basketball. I played all the way through college. In basketball, the movements are similar, and more specifically, if you ever try to lob me, it's a horrible decision, because I have a 48-inch vertical leap. I can't help it. When I first started playing pickleball, my biggest struggle was the score. I actually still don't know how to keep score, but I just watch my partner and they tell me where to stand. My name is Kyle Kazuda, and I play in the Tempe Tornadoes.
My name is Dana Rogest. I started playing pickleball in 2020. Growing up, I played competitive women's hockey and a year of college tennis, which led me into pickleball. My play style is slow and steady, an occasional dumb mid-court attack. So get ready to see that tonight. My name is Dana Rogest, and I play for the Tempe Tornadoes.
My name is Craig Johnson, and I started playing pickleball in 2020. I played mainly tennis growing up and in college. Yeah, I'm what some would call a banger, I guess. Not my wife, but I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. About a month in, I was playing in a cash game. The first matchup we had was two people named Riley and Lindsay. We ended up losing 11-0 in about 3 minutes. At that point, we decided we got two ways to go. We either never pick up a paddle again, or we completely devote our lives to pickleball, and here we are. My name is Craig Johnson, and I play for the Tempe Tornadoes.
My name is Simran Gonzalez. I started playing pickleball in 2015. My play style would be described as unorthodox and awkward. The inside out shot that I have, I tend to pull my elbow in instead of keeping it away from my body, so it looks very awkward. It works, kind of. When I first started playing pickleball, my biggest struggle was my backhand, and still is. My name is Simran Gonzalez, and I play for the Tempe Tornadoes.
Live from the Orchard at Jigsaw Health, it's Tuesday night Pickleball! Orchard!
Arizona Pickleball League. Well, let's get started with the Gilbert Gladiators, starting with your team captain, number 17, Chris Headings. Number 96, Stephanie Gladiator. Number 4, Mike Hartnagel. And number 11, Ashley Candelario. Let's welcome the Gilbert Gladiators to the Orchard. The Gladiator triumphs again. Give it up for the Gilbert Gladiators. Orchard, are you ready to bring out the Tempe Tornadoes? Your team captain, number 8, Cimarron Gonzalez. Number 10, it's that pickleball guy, Kyle Kazuto. Number 18, Dana August. And number 14, Craig Johnson. Let's bring them out, NATO Nation, the Tempe Tornadoes. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are able, please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome to Tuesday Night Pickleball at the Orchard. Instead of the traditional scoring format, tonight's match will be settled over the course of 4 quarters. The first quarter and the second quarter will be mixed doubles. The third quarter will be women's doubles, and the fourth quarter will be men's doubles. Each team's points will be cumulative throughout the entire match, and the team with the most points at the end of 4 quarters will be the winner of the match. Each quarter will last 15 minutes. The game clock will run continuously for 13 minutes unless a team or the referee calls a timeout. During the last 2 minutes of each quarter, the clock will only run when the ball is in play. Points can only be scored on serve, just like traditional scoring. If the match is tied at the end of 4 quarters, then overtime will be played. Jigsaw Health presents the Arizona Pickleball League at the Orchard. Enjoy tonight's match.
Who's ready to play some pickleball tonight, fans?
We are sure ready to watch some pickleball tonight. This is Tuesday Night Pickleball here at the Orchard at Jigsaw Health, live in Scottsdale, Arizona. So just a quick review of those rules. We have 15-minute quarters. It's 2 mixed doubles, 1 women's, 1 men's. Scoring is cumulative, score on the serve, and the 2-minute drill every quarter. So the ball will only be in play, and then that means the timer will go on. So again, if the ball is in play, the timer is on. And as you can see, our players are getting warmed up. Let's talk a little strategy here. So can you tell me a little bit more about these doubles and how it all aligns in the strategy?
Yeah, so you've got 2 mixed matches, and then you have the 2 gender matches. In the mixed matches, most of the time you're going to see the guy be a little bit more aggressive, take a little bit more court, and then you'll see the women trying to dink back and forth, keeping it away from the guy as much as possible. And then with the genders, it's kind of completely different. The girls tend to play a little bit more aggressive. You'll see a little bit more of those firefights that we all like to watch. And then the guys will be a little bit more methodical, lots of dinking, kind of waiting to set up the right shot. So yeah.
And before we get started, make sure that you go on to Patreon and get your VIP membership, because aren't you glad we're giving you a free preview? And it runs after the first quarter, so head on to watchtmp.com and become a patron. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure to share the post and tell all your friends about it. All right. Are you feeling good about tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be a fun matchup. Again, a lot of playoff contingencies on the line here, so we're going to be treated for sure.
It's definitely going to be a good one. The players getting warmed up. The crowd has showed up tonight. Ref is ready. DJ Pickle's ready. OSG is ready. I think everyone's ready to go. And remember, this is our first quarter. It's mixed. What are you thinking? Who's playing the first quarter for the Tornadoes?
A lot of times they start with Craig and Cimarron.
All right.
So I imagine they're going to still have them go first tonight. If that's the case, then I would assume that Steph and Michael will be matching up against them on the other side of the net.
What do you think are the keys to tonight's match?
I think it's going to be a lot on Gilbert. Tempe on paper is probably the more solid team, so Gilbert's going to have to kind of look to take some chances here, make sure that they're picking their spots correctly, and yeah, putting as much pressure on Tempe as possible.
I agree with that, and it looks like we are about to get started. It's the moment we have all been waiting for. Tuesday Night Pickleball. 002. Ooh, fast hands there.
First serve. Second serve.
Just catches the net there.
Second serve. Side out.
So a lot of times in these first couple of points, you'll see everybody kind of come out a little bit slow. So we'll look to see them hopefully settle in quickly here.
Yeah, try to find their groove a little bit.
Second serve.
Just catches the net there.
Second serve.
right, first point of the night.
First point, here it is.
Great work by Cimarron, getting the Tempe Tornadoes all the way up to the line, and then Craig kind of finishing off the job there.
Second serve.
Look at that log.
Second serve.
Coached her a little bit.
Yeah, Craig's doing a great job already of commanding the middle, sliding over, taking up a lot of court, and putting pressure on them.
So the Tornadoes are already up by 4. Starting with a solid lead here. And we're going to pause for a Jigsaw Health hydration break. This is the first time out here. What do you think so far?
I think Tempe's done a really good job on the third shots, applying a lot of pressure to Gilbert and really making sure that they're getting up to the line every single time. Yeah, I don't think Gilbert's done too much wrong so far. They've just been on the end of a lot of good play from Tempe.
And like we said, it starts off slow. You kind of find a groove a little bit for everything.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I got a chance to talk to Mike Evans, the general manager of the Gladiators, and he said it's going to be a tough competition for them tonight, as he thinks the Tempe Tornadoes are the best in the league right now. Ooh, he found a sweet spot.
Good timeout for Gilbert, came out of it, got the side out, and they'll be looking to tack on some points of their own. Right on cue, Stephanie Vlad getting their first point with that big two-handed backhand in the middle.
First point they needed. Oh yeah, right up Main Street there. Second point for Gilbert.
Yeah, and Stephanie again, working her way around, finding that backhand.
Ooh, a nice battle there.
Yeah, and I like that move from Michael, even though he doesn't get the point there. He's aggressive in the middle, shows Tempe that they're going to have to try to keep the ball away from him at all costs.
Just catches the net a little bit there. First serve for the Tempe Tornadoes.
Little lucky for Cimarron getting the roll there, but she'll take it.
Take what you can get. 2-5-1. Didn't quite crawl over.
Second serve.
Oh yeah. That was
Great 1-2 setup from Craig right there.
Got 10 minutes, 40 seconds about on the clock. Ooh.
Try to go around the post. Wasn't quite enough width there and ends up hitting the pole instead.
Second serve. Side out.
Way long. And that's a side out there.
First serve. Second serve.
Just a bit short there.
Yeah, and I think that's been the difference so far. Tempe making a majority of their thirds, while Gilbert's probably swinging around 50% right now.
Side out.
Strays away a little bit. And we got another side out.
First serve.
Ooh, quick reflexes.
Yep, Cimarron and Craig both kind of known for their hands and their counters, and showing you why just there.
First serve. Point.
Ooh, looks like we might have our first, and we do. Our first
Ooh,
challenge
we got
chicken
a
of the night.
chicken.
At the Orchard, we use a challenge chicken. Let's take a look. Ultra, what did you see? That in? You saw it out. Whoa.
Ooh.
Looks a little wide.
It looks a little wide.
Yeah. It's a close call, I think.
It's close.
Craig was maybe in the way of Gilbert. I don't know if they even got
Right.
a clean look at that ball.
His paddle like covers it, disguises it.
Yeah,
I think it might be an out.
Yeah. I think I'm betting what little I have on that going out.
I'll put my money there too. We love an instant replay.
Yeah. One of the great things about Tuesday Night Pickleball, we get these calls right.
And instant replay is powered by Pickleball.
The ball was out. The call stands. Gladiators lose the timeout.
And those Gladiators have one timeout left.
Yes, you're right. No, you're at 9. You're at 9. You're at 9. This side. You're at 9.
Just clarifying. There we go. We got it figured out.
Time in. First serve. Second serve. Second serve. Right out.
Got a side out there, much needed for the Gladiators.
First serve.
Down by 7.
And a much needed point for the Gladiators.
First serve.
Shrinking the lead to 6.
Second serve.
Ooh, freebie there.
Yeah, you hate those. Built up a little bit of momentum with the point and then kind of give it right back with the missed serve.
Oh, right into DJ Pickle.
That was not a root. It did not hit the root. So
It's always exciting when they speed things up.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I think all the fans at home and the fans in the building, that's what we like to see, you know. Great big serve from Craig, followed up by the big drive.
First serve. Second serve. Second serve. Point.
Loose return from Michael on there.
Second serve.
Another point for the Tempe Tornadoes.
Yep, Craig continues to be big, cover up a lot of court, and they're continuing to be rewarded for it.
Second serve. Side out.
That was nice. Nice little side out there.
Second serve.
Just a tad bit long.
2 remaining.
Yep. Going back to those missed thirds, I think Gilbert needs to clean it up a little bit, maybe take some more calculated risks on those instead of kind of going for anything that they can get a look at.
Tried to get a little backhanded there.
Yeah, Cimarron did a great job keeping Michael accountable, going back behind him.
Timeout receiver.
All right, we have 5:40 on the clock. And it's the third timeout used by the Gilbert Gladiators.
Yeah, I think they need to just change it up a little bit here. Maybe look to attack Cimarron a little bit more and also go behind Craig Johnson a little bit. He's been so far on Cimarron's side, and they really haven't tried yet to go behind him, so it'd be a good changeup for them to look at.
So tell me, Michael, how do you keep focused when you're in that much of a deficit? How do you come back from it?
I think just focus on the things that you can control, and one of the things that Gilbert can't control right now is actually making a sub. And fun fact, when you're down by 7 in our league, you are allowed to sub in either a guy or a girl and mixed. Then the Gilbert Gladiators have chosen to sub in Chris Headings for Michael and try to make up this lead here.
That's exactly what they're doing. So Chris is now subbing in, getting warmed up, swinging in his arms. And right now, it's 12-3-1. The Gladiators are going to need to do a lot to come back from this hole they have dug themselves into. But we still have 5 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock.
Point.
A little bit of a loose volley coming out of the timeout. They'll need to clean that up quickly.
Second serve. 5:17 remaining. Second serve.
Second serve.
Side out.
Good lead by Chris. A little wide by Craig on the drive. And now they'll look to start to build some momentum and crawl back into this.
Oh, gets him right in the chest.
Chris walking away like he didn't even feel it.
Oh yeah, walk it off.
Second serve.
Ooh, fireball.
Side out. 13-3.
And a side out.
This is the tricky thing about subbing in new players. They don't get a warm-up time or anything. They've got to come in cold and try to find their way into it.
Second serve.
They need to find that groove quickly and stop the bleeding.
Second serve.
Gilbert down by 10.
4:01 remaining.
You saw Stephanie there slam her paddle a little bit. You can kind of see the frustration.
Yeah, it's tough when you're down in this format. You know that you've only got a finite amount of time to come back, and sometimes we get a little upset with ourselves.
Side out.
Totally human.
Scoreboard, they have 14.
Just deep. They'll take that.
If you look at their power ratings, their team power for the Gladiators, -12. And the Tempe Tornadoes are -1, as you can tell in this score.
First serve.
All right, starting to put a little bit of pressure on Tempe. Digging into this lead. Big
catches the
drive
net.
for Chris Headings. Just like Steph's known for her big backhand drive, Chris has a huge forehand drive as well.
Mm-hmm.
And right on cue, Steph sets up Chris for a nice 1-2 play.
Beautiful. Oh, I love the sound of a long rally.
Steph did a good job of not only digging to Cimarron, but going behind Craig a little bit, making sure that he wasn't just standing there in the middle, and that opened up a counterattack there at the end.
And the score is 14-8. The Tornadoes have the lead here. We are about to be in that 2-minute quarter, 11 seconds to go. Overall, what are you thinking? That change, that sub, I really think was an advantage for the Gladiators.
Yeah, absolutely. They've shrunk the lead to 6 now. Chris is doing a good job of inserting himself. Steph has been playing well all quarter, so she's just continuing to do what she was already doing, and they're moving nicely into the 2-minute quarter period right now. So they obviously only have the 2 minutes left, but even if they can just shrink that lead, they don't have to come all the way back. They still have 3 quarters left, and they can still make a big impact.
Right, and just a reminder, the score is cumulative, so we will just keep on adding and adding as the quarters go on. So just making sure that score is close enough for a comeback is all they need right here. I love the cowbells that everyone has brought here tonight. And we're gonna get started here. Ooh, look at that poke.
All right, it looks like they called a foot fault on Chris Headings.
Can't go in the kitchen. Can't do that.
Chris saying he gets special privileges for being a senior pro, but that's not the case here.
That's definitely not the case. Ooh, just a little bit long there. It'll be a side out.
First serve. 2-minute warning, timeout.
This is the 2-minute warning. And just a reminder, that score is 14-8.
What a great night here.
It's been efficient night, I will say. And the Gladiators were down by a lot, but they're crawling their way back up. And we have much more to come, but we'll be right back after this short break.
First impression, taste test, Jigsaw Health, Fruit Punch. Give it a go. What do you think?
Oh yeah, that is very good. Very, very tasty.
Flavor?
This is very smooth, very well balanced, and I think this is going to be my new go-to flavor for Electrolyte Supreme.
Do we have any more?
I don't know, let's find some.
Not today. Break's over. You dropped something.
That's a wicked backhand.
And as you can see, we got Webby on the screen. Webby and Eddie podcast. Have you tuned in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to all the pickleball podcasts, including our own.
Exactly. All the podcasts for all the tips. You got to check them out. And let's talk about this game. We're in the first quarter. Almost coming to a close in this first quarter. And here we go. Just a bit short.
142 remaining.
Cimarron must have done something good today because she's getting quite a bit of those net rollers in her favor.
Maybe it was the pizza.
Second serve.
Stretched it a little bit long there.
Greg wants that one back.
Second serve.
Just goes on the outside a little bit and gets Chris in the chest. This is the second one he's gotten today.
Yeah, Craig not even going for the court there, just aiming for Chris.
He's the target.
He follows it up with a beautiful third, somewhere in between a drive and a drop.
Second serve. Point. 18. 1 remaining.
And as good as Steph's played tonight, Cimarron's done a great job of kind of controlling that cross-court rally.
Point.
Doesn't quite get over there.
7 seconds.
Now the lead's back up to 11.
Second serve.
Things have quickly kind of gone back in the favor of the Tempe Tornadoes.
Good judgment call there.
8-19. 51 seconds.
And side out. Serves back to the Gladiators.
Second serve.
Just a tad bit short. Just need a little bit more power.
Great ball by Craig, and he's fired up.
Oh, he's fired up.
39 seconds.
We haven't seen a tornado yet today.
Well, not as many as Dana's going to probably bring here in the next quarter.
Right.
I think I've caught her doing a couple on the side, but
Warming it up.
yeah, absolutely.
Good ball. Point.
Again, another foot fault.
Yeah.
Can't stand in that kitchen. It's boiling hot.
23 seconds.
All right, not a lot of time here, and Gilbert's not going to get all the way back, but if they can just at least get a point or two here to shrink that lead, that'll be more than helpful for them.
Second serve.
About 15 seconds left.
Second serve.
And the Gladiators need another point.
Side out.
Side out.
11 seconds. First serve.
And that's long.
I think it might have caught. Yeah,
Ooh,
right off the
wait,
line.
yeah, you're right.
So another point for Tempe. They'll look to attack on one more.
First serve. Point.
That was in.
And another big drive from Craig Johnson.
All right, that does it for the first quarter here at the Orchard at Jigsaw Health. As you can see, the score now is 22-8, and the Tornadoes are bringing in the storm tonight. We're about to get into our second quarter. This is also a mixed double round. What do we have to look forward to for this?
Well, we've got Dana Rogest, some might argue the most valuable player in the entire league. She's done a great job of not only dominating the mixed quarters, but the women's quarters as well. Kyle's going to be looking to be offensive, tons of Ernies, and then we'll see Chris stay in for the second quarter in a row.
And we have a lot more to get to here at Tuesday Night Pickleball. We'll be right back after the break.
In pickleball, the last thing I want to think about when I'm playing is cramping or if you're able to perform 100%. Last US Open, I was playing singles and I was feeling like my right calf was getting like really stiff. And I was just like, okay, how can I help my body to perform better? When I start taking Jigsaw products, I'm gonna have energy, I'm gonna have good endurance, and I don't have to worry about me being tired or I'm gonna cramp, so I can just play 100%. You only have one body, so you need to take care of it.
Okay, seriously. Brock? I can't do it. Brock? Brock?
A little bit more in the back of the throat. Brock, like that.
Brock? 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 Brock?
Actually, I could use 2 out of 3 of those. Make it 3 out of 4.
We're back here at the Orchard at Jigsaw Health. This is live, and we're about to get into the second quarter. So tell me about these doubles that have a lot of power and strength to them.
Yeah, so we kind of got 2 different looks here. On Gilbert, we've got Chris, who's going to be nice and steady, and then we've got Ashley, who's going to look to be a little bit more aggressive and bring the power. While on the other side, we've got Kyle, who's going to be more of the initiator, and Dana, who's going to look to be a little bit more solid, make the right choices, and look to set Kyle up as often as possible. So it'll be kind of a nice change of pace to have 2 different looks here.
Definitely, and the Gladiators really need to get back into this game. They're down by a lot, but they still got time. We got 3 more quarters to play, and it's going to be exciting to see what they do here. And Ashley Candelaria, she's a new addition to the team. So what do you think about that pairing of Chris and Ashley?
Yeah, so they've already had 1 showing together. They played really well. I believe it was against Surprise that that was her first match that she had, and they showed to be a really good pairing. They're both really, really good players, and with Ashley's size and her ability to create, Chris doesn't have to come over quite as much, which will help, and he'll be the first to tell you he's not the most mobile guy anymore. So for him to have that on his side, I think he's really happy with.
And Chris is a little bit warmed up since he played a little bit of that first quarter. So he may have an advantage there for those slow feet, maybe a little quicker, faster pace.
I'd agree. I think he also just has the advantage of, like you said, already being warm. These other 3 players are going to have to kind of feel it out as they often do in the first couple of points of the quarter, but Chris already got to do that for the second half of a quarter right before his own.
And you've played with all these players, correct?
Yeah, I've played in tournaments with and against just about everybody. Dana's the only one I haven't played against or with, but I've played a lot of rec with her, so very familiar with pretty much everybody's game on court. And yeah, I'm really interested myself to see who's going to come out on top.
Who would you say is the most dangerous?
I'm going to say the most dangerous would probably be Kyle. He can really get hot, has a lot of athleticism, and he can really put on a show for everybody. So it'll be interesting to see how he can kind of bring that into this quarter.
Well, I'm excited to see it, and we're getting back into gameplay in about 30 seconds. Once again, we're live here in Scottsdale, Arizona. If you haven't been to a Tuesday night pickleball, I highly recommend you come on in because it's definitely an event you don't want to miss. And there's a lot of people in here tonight supporting the team. And about 10 seconds, we're going to get ready to go. Everyone's getting back into place. Try to wrangle everyone together.
DJ Pickle's been settled again. Even he needs an electrolyte break every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Definitely get those electrolytes in. All right. Here we go, second quarter. And just looking at that team power right now, Gilbert's -18 and Tempe 0.
we got another foot fault from Chris Headings.
3.
Second serve.
Stays away from that sideline a little bit.
A little premature body bag from DJ Pickle as that did not hit Chris.
You told me to be on the lookout of the crazy thing that's happened tonight.
Right out.
Doesn't quite make it over.
First serve.
Nice. A well-deserved fist pump by Dana.
I thought that was almost going to be a tornado.
Tornado.
I was going to say that would be a really early tornado. Kyle's showing off the hands there, but instead of using his paddle, he's using his actual hand, so that won't give him a point.
That won't do it.
Second serve.
Poach there. Went a little too long.
Right out. First serve.
Side out.
Second serve.
Second serve.
Second serve.
Dana with the serve.
Nice deep return from Ashley, forcing the side out.
Definitely a much-needed side out.
Yeah. And Gilbert doesn't need to look to, get a ton of points all at once here. They can slowly get back into this, take their time.
That's what's so unique about this is time.
Right. And it absolutely affects your strategy, right? For Tempe, they're looking to probably play a little bit slower, hold on to that lead, make the right decisions. They don't have really anything to gain by playing fast versus Gilbert. If they can get points in bunches, they would love to do so.
Exactly. Ooh, a little dink battle.
I think everybody was
It's
making
payback.
sure she was okay first before we got the ball.
Right. Aw. She tried.
Kyle looking to come across and get himself an Ernie, instead leaves a little bit too early and leaves Dana strained.
First serve.
Ooh.
Chris
Struck
showing
like
off
Cobra.
what little vertical he's got left in those legs.
Right.
Great point. And that was kind of all set up by Dana going behind Chris early on in the point. She's probably one of the best girls in the league at kind of picking her spots and knowing when to keep the guys accountable.
Much needed point for the Gladiators.
All right, starting to eat at this lead.
Yes. Ashley. Second serve.
Ashley with the serve.
Good mid-court work by Ashley getting up there and then finding some offense in the end of that point.
Second serve. Side out. 23-12.
Doesn't quite make it over. Side out. And Dana with the serve. Excuse me.
First serve.
Kyle with the serve.
Second
Good put away by Chris. Ashley kind of initiating the offense there, and Chris finishing it up.
Point.
A little too deep past that baseline.
Just deep on the lob from Dana.
12-24.
Definitely out there.
Second serve. 8:47 remaining.
All right, we got 8 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock.
Really good spot from Kyle, coming over in the middle and then just kind of nice and gently rolling it straight through.
Didn't quite get to it.
Call this ball out.
Got the tip of the paddle.
Call the ball out. Second serve. The score is 24.
A little bit of confusion on court here. We're going to get this right.
Just a little bit.
And the point is awarded to Tempe.
Sorry, no, you were not right server. Dana. Sorry. Yeah, you started at 23. You started at 20. No, you started at 23.
There we go. Clarification. Second serve. Doesn't quite get it over. Tempe gets the serve back.
Second serve.
And another point.
Nice little defense to offense play there by the Tempe Tornadoes.
Second serve.
They're going to look to keep building upon this lead.
How important is it to get an early lead?
Oh, it's incredibly important. If you can go into your quarter or third and fourth quarters with a lead, takes off a lot of pressure on you. You've got the clock on your side now. You can start to be a little bit more strategic with your play and not have to worry about mounting some big comeback.
Got some wiggle room.
Absolutely.
All right, that's a point for the Gilbert Gladiators. Ashley with the serve.
Ooh, Chris wants that one back. He got exactly what he wanted on the middle of his paddle and up nice and high. Unfortunately, puts it in the net. Ashley's fired up, using her length to her advantage, reaching in and creating some offense.
Oh, yeah.
And another body bag.
Another body bag. There's been a lot of those tonight.
Yeah, more than normal for sure. And the crowd's loving it.
All the way up to the ceiling.
41 remaining. 15. You got that 15.
And 5 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock.
First serve.
This is the second quarter. We have a women's doubles next. Nice shot by Chris.
Kyle trying to be sneaky with a little flip in the middle of that point. Doesn't go his way.
Oh, you could see it in Chris's eyes. He's like, I had it, but I didn't.
I think a lot of us pickleball players can relate to that exact same feeling.
Right.
Kyle having a full conversation with Dana in the middle of that point. They're able to work it out and get back into position.
Impressive. Multitasking. Communication's key.
Good move and a little bit of fortune off the net again goes Tempe's way.
That was right through the middle. Saw the opportunity and went for it.
Second serve.
Good pressure from Chris in the middle. Coming all the way over on Ashley's side. And finally putting it away. Taylor, I can't really remember the last time the net did not work in Tempe's favor here.
Right?
Second serve.
Kyle mouthing, I want that.
16-29.
Set it up perfectly. Got exactly what he intended for.
Ashley serving.
None of the teams have used their timeouts yet.
Yes. Second serve.
Yeah, they've kind of just been rolling, trying to figure out their momentum and just playing ball.
Ah,
29-16. 2:50 remaining.
catches the net there.
Timeout receiver.
Tornadoes with the serve. Oh, here's our first timeout. A little hydration break. This hydration break is brought to you by Jigsaw Health. They can get refueled. How important is it to have a timeout, a little break?
Oh, it's huge. I think especially for Chris Headings right now, who's playing his second quarter in a row back-to-back. He'll definitely take advantage of that. In addition, it's also a great time to kind of reset in terms of your strategy, talk to your partner a little bit more. Pickleball is a really fast game, and if you're not slowing down and taking a timeout every once in a while, a lot of times that entire match can go by and you've got no idea what just happened to you.
Exactly. And talk to me more about communication. How big of a role does that play in pickleball?
It's a huge role. Whether it's in the middle of the point itself or in between points, communication is really key, especially if you're playing with somebody that you don't often play with. A lot of times I'll see people not talk as much because they're not familiar, but that's actually the most important time to talk because you're not as familiar with their game.
Right, you got to talk more. It's kind of ironic. If you know the person more, you're going to talk to them, right? All right. We are going to continue here. And taking a look at the score, 29-16. And Tornadoes with the huge lead.
Time in. First serve.
Time's back in.
Good lead by Ashley, letting Kyle's drive go long. Hopefully looking for another quick side out here. Instead, they give a quick point of their own over to Tempe.
Second serve.
There's a tornado.
There was a
celebration.
tornado. I saw it from my eyes for the first time.
I think that puts our count at 1. I believe I said 4 earlier, so.
Okay. All right, this is the 2-minute break. The score is 32-16, and we have a lot more to get to, but we will be right back after this break.
In a world where nothing is as it seems, Two fearless pickleballers fight to save humanity from utter annihilation.
I can't believe this is happening again.
Not on my watch. Let's go.
A struggle of epic proportions.
Just another day in the office.
Oh, so that's how you want to play it?
A battle for the ages.
You underestimate my power.
Don't try it, Lucy. I have the high ground.
And an electrolyte drink to unite them all.
Bring me the jigsaw.
Bring me the jigsaw.
Pickleball cocktail. Jigsaw Health presents Bring Me the Jigsaw.
Not today, baby.
Coming soon.
This movie makes no sense.
We're back, and you are looking at the Gladiator itself. Yes, we do have a Gladiator in the house representing our Gilbert Gladiators. And here we go.
Not going to be the play for the Gilbert Gladiators. If you go back down Kyle's line too many times, he's going to take advantage and look to jump over that kitchen for an Ernie.
He was like, sorry.
Kyle emphatically apologizing for the one area he's made in the last 8 points.
Right. Nice.
Quick hands, both Dana and Kyle, keeping him in that rally.
Pretty a dynamic duo, I would say.
Absolutely. Definitely one of the better mixed teams in the league.
It's another side out.
Great poach by Kyle, set up by the beautiful drop by Dana Rogers.
34-16, first serve.
Ooh, look at the lob.
I think Kyle immediately regretted that as he saw that Chris was completely underneath that.
About 1 minute and 16 seconds. Nice shot by Ashley. And just a reminder, that clock stops when the ball is not in play. Just went past the baseline.
Kyle apologizing for his second mistake in the last 10 minutes.
No need to be sorry in Tuesday Night Pickleball.
18-34.
All right, starting to build a little bit of momentum here, dare I say it. All right, that's the third point in a row.
Gaining some speed, building a little bit of confidence back. And just like that, it hits the net.
19-34.
43 seconds left in the second quarter.
Kyle with the foot fault. I think it was on the push off. Gilbert will take that point regardless.
Another side out. About 30 seconds left. And just a reminder, we have the women's doubles next. Nice. Oh, we got a little hoot and holler from Ashley.
Ashley again fired up. Great counter on the two-handed backhand. They can get one more side out here. They'll have a look at getting a couple of extra points before the third. gets it back. Had a great look at that.
Taking a look at our power ratings here, Gilbert has -10 and Tempe has -8 in the second quarter. Good judgment call there by Ashley.
All right, 2 seconds left, a chance to get one more point. Let's see what Gilbert can come up with here.
And that does it for the second quarter. The score is 35-21 at Tempe Tornadoes. It is now time for our halftime show, so make sure you tune on in.
When I'm on the court, the crowd goes crazy because they love the sport. I just move my feet, hitting every shot because I can't be beat. Yeah. This is how I dig, throwing more at you than the kitchen sink. It's me, this is how I roll, and like Ben Johns, I got the flow. Yeah. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. I don't cramp. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. I don't cramp. When I step on the court, this is what I do. Everybody cramping, cause they ain't got that new. I got this cocktail in my glass, and I ain't afraid to drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it. I pickle and I love it. I pickle and I love it. Pickle, 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 yeah. Pickle, 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 yeah. Pickle, 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 yeah. Pickle, 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 yeah, yeah. Do you pickle, man? Well, I pickle, man. Yeah. I pickle and I love it. Hey. Yeah. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. I don't cramp. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. It's pickleball cocktail. I don't cramp.
One, two, three, four. Start again, start again. Did you do that? First, yeah? No. Okay. His song, by the way, he wrote it. When I'm on the court. Now start again. I messed up a phrase. I messed up everything.
Showing up to work drunk? Drunk on potassium?
Don't put that in the bloopers. Okay, take one.
Yeah.
Throw more at you than that's a bad throw. Throw more at you than the kitchen sink.
Missed it.
At you than the chicken sink. The chicken sink. More at you than the chicken sink. The chicken sink. Well, at least we're making a good blooper reel.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, please.
Hey, Trisha, how you doing? Yeah, we're doing a video.
There's a camera here. Everything else is normal.
Shoulders, loosen them up.
Woo!
P90X ab workout going?
Sorry, you good? Action ahead.
Wow.
So now you know why I wear this orange jumps. Do I have any pickleball cocktail fans in the audience? I see some pickleball cocktail right there.
And
Come with me,
we
gentlemen.
are back. Just a reminder to go to Patreon and get your subscription now because the free preview is going away and you don't want to miss how this is going to end. Our third quarter is going to get started here in about 50 seconds. Talk to me about these women's doubles that are about to happen.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of offense on the side of Gilbert. Ashley's